morning, Belmont. I'm Elias.
And I'm Nasir. It's Wednesday, October 15th, and you're watching the Mont Morning Show.
We've got some great stories for you today, from scary events to lots of fun.
Fright Fest is the Belmont yearly school trip where they take students to Six Flags around Halloween.
Fright Fest is not only for school spirit, but they have requirements. The requirements to be able to go to Fright Fest are no level 3 infractions, 3 or less absences, must be passing all your classes, 2 or less level 2 infractions. Permission slips are due October 20th, and the fee to go to the trip is only $20. Still undefeated, still the Tiger, still hungry. Next stop, Central, this Friday, 3 p.m.
Now, this next story has students talking about what after-school club they want to join.
That's right, a plethora of after-school clubs at Belmont Charter High School. Sounds like a rumor, but it's true. The Ignite after-school clubs we have to offer are Monday, Sister Circle, Dungeon Dragon, Open Gym, Hooked on Yarn. Tuesday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Cosmetology, Afro Aimer. Wednesday, Open Gym, Beyond the Bars, Chess and Cosmetology. Thursday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Convo, Health and Fitness, Chess, Cosmetology, and STEM. Friday, Open Gym, Game Club, Sister Circle, and that will be all.
From school spirits to the night to crazy skies. Let's see what the skies are up to. Over to Jesse with the forecast.
Good afternoon, Belmont. As you can see, we're looking at clear skies and no rain seems to be pushing through Philadelphia. Let's look at this week's forecast. Monday, we got the highest of 62 and the lowest of 55. Tuesday, we had the highest of 67 and the lowest of 55. And Wednesday, we had the highest of 70 degrees and the lowest of 49. Thursday, which is today, we had the highest of 64 and the lowest of 46. And Friday, we had the highest of 65 and the lowest of 48. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jesse. Now to the school's new policy starting this week. Any students that arrive before 8 a.m. receive 100 points per day. Any students that arrive after 9 p.m. must have a parent or an excuse note. If not, they will be assigned same-day detention. Arriving on time is a guaranteed increase to your GPA. Shout out to all our 9th graders for winning September's House Wars. They celebrated this past Friday, having their own fun pizza party. Last week, we had our highest attendance to date, 94%. Amazing work. Opportunities come from showing up every day.
In the meantime, culture is alive and well here at Belmont, and no one knows that better than our only coach, Rel.
Our very own Mosey sat down with him to talk about the amazing start our Belmont football team is up to.
There were 2 guys. Both guys drove to work. Neither guy wore their seatbelt. One guy got a ticket, one guy didn't. Both guys drove home from work. One guy wore his seatbelt, one guy didn't. One guy made it home. One guy didn't.
Good morning, Belmont Charter. Today we're here with Coach Rel, better known as Terrell Brent.
How you doing? I'm Terrell Brent, the head football coach at Belmont Charter, also the health and PE teacher.
All right, so today we brought you in to ask you a couple questions and see how your life been. So the first question we wanted to ask you is, we wanted to know what high school did you attend while growing up?
I attended Belmont High School. I'm sorry. I attended Bodine High School.
Bodine High School?
Yes.
All right, so growing up, like, what was it like growing up and going to Bodine High School and living in the area you lived in?
Oh, so I'm from North Philly, but I moved to West Philadelphia when I was around 8 years old. It was a different experience, culture shock. I actually had an incident in 7th grade, and Belmont, people like that still working here, Miss Yu, she helped me through the high school process and kind of forced me to go to Bodine. It was a different environment, like new challenges, a different area, a different space. And it was just one of the better high schools because my focus was sports, but it was able for me to, it allowed me to get a good education and also be able to thrive in sports as well.
All right, so I heard that you're into sports and stuff, so we're wondering, growing up, what sports did you play in high school?
In high school, I played basketball and football, but in middle school, I played basketball, football, and ran track.
All right, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So after like your high school experience, what did you pursue after high school?
So after high school, I went to college, and my main focus the first 2 years were football. I was inside of the field of education. I always knew that I would work with kids. I've been working with Belmont since the summer program since I was 15, going to 16. So I've always been around younger kids, or well, kids in general, the youth. But going in, my dream was to go to the NFL. But 2 years in, things happened, and then a good mentor, friend, leader of mine is McCabe. He taught me back in middle school. He helped me on the path of PE. So then I transferred from Del Valle, where I was playing football, to ESU because Del Valle didn't have physical education, the major. So then I went to ESU to take up health and PE.
Health and PE. All right. So we were wondering, like, was the jump from high school to college, was it like really drastic, or like was you able to adapt it real fast?
No, I think that for me it was different in my circumstance only because I spent a lot of time, like in my younger life, I had to grow up faster than most kids, so I was already used to being on my own, taking care of myself. So college was just straight business for me. I didn't party at the time. I didn't do anything special. So like I went to college for 4.5 years, never been to a party. But for me, I think it was the accountability aspect of, in high school, somebody could be on your back to do the class. In college, if you're not going to class, you're just wasting your money. So I had a theory like, if you were in college skipping class, you might well have took $100 and flushed it down the toilet. That's basically all you did. You don't do the class in college, all you do is wasting your money.
Oh, word. That's kind of wise words. So another question that we wanted to ask you was, after Del Valle and like ESU and stuff, we see that you wanted to work at Belmont and be a coach, right?
Yes.
So we were wondering, during your coaching years, you had like a lot of good stuff going on. We were wondering, like, throughout your coaching years, like what was like your achievements throughout your coaching years, like football wise?
Football wise, so every year we have won the 1A championship inside of Philadelphia. I've been coaching at Belmont high school level, coaching for the last 5 years. So I started off as the DC. So some accomplishments that we have had is we have won every year 1A. We got 2 division titles. We have made it past the second round or to the second round of state playoffs every year I have been here. I have also won Coach of the Week. Last year I won Coach of the Week for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that is pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. So back to let's bring it back to the future now.
Yes.
So on your 2025 to 2026 football team, you
Yes.
have a stacked and loaded roster that we see.
Yeah,
We
I
see
do.
it every night on Friday. Your kids out there, they're doing their thing from me playing football and stuff.
Yes.
So the people, they had a question they wanted to ask you. We understand like your team is like very like well put together, but we
Yes.
wanted to know it as a community and the people at Belmont. Who is like your most talented, put together, hardworking athlete on your team right now?
I think we have a lot. But if I wouldn't say most talented, but I would say who has made the biggest impact this year, and we were so proud of this kid. He's playing on both sides of the ball. He's a better steward and he's grown as a young man on and off the field. It'd be Nasir Cannon. Offensively, he stepped into a big role of playing center. We thought we was like not shaky, but we thought we was gonna have O-line troubles at center. He stepped in. He's been playing well, learning, and just being dominant and giving that play. Also on the flip side, he really didn't play too much defense last year, but he's third in the team in TFLs. He's up there in tackles. So just on both sides of the ball, he's been playing very well, high level. He also is our snapper on punt. He plays special teams. He allowed me to play all 3 phases of the game. So we're just proud of him on the field and off the field. Last year, he had trouble going to class, things like that. So, but this year, he's been in class and school on time, doing his work on time, and even through his struggles, he's been accountable and just growing as a person and as a young man. So right now, we have to see Nasir Cannon.
Shout out to Nasir Cannon on doing that. That's good. So before we get you out of here, we had one more question to ask you though. So for all the young kids out there, the young students watching this on the TV right now, some of them might need some advice. So what would be some like key advice that you want to get back to the youth?
Some key advice I wanted to use. Well, it's a lot. Never be afraid to be different. I think that we live in a generation where that most kids want to fit in. Most kids want to do what's popular. Most kids want to fit in and follow trends. But never be scared to be different, do what's different, and willing to or have the bravery to be able to allow yourself to do different things and be a different person than what you see and follow trends inside of this generation.
I appreciate you. So,
Thank you so
man,
much.
Yeah, I heard it here from our own Coach Rel, and back to you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green. Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick. Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
That's all we got for you today. But don't worry, we'll be back with more updates, interviews, and everything Belmont.
Remember to stay curious, stay kind, and keep showing that Tiger pride. For everyone here watching at the studio, thanks for watching.